Barcelona final training against Real Betis in the return of La Liga. The first international break of the 2023-2024 season is thankfully over, and the campaign gets truly underway as Barcelona are set to begin their Champions League group stage journey in just a few days. But before the European opener, they have a brutal test in La Liga in the form of Manuel Pellegrini's Real Betis on Saturday night at the Olympic Stadium. Barcelona come into this one after unbeaten start to the season, getting 10 points from their opening 4 games and winning the last 3 with 2 dramatic finishes on the road and a mixed bag of performances in the middle of a crazy transfer window. But things are stable now, and Xavi Hernandez knows exactly what his squad is for the next few months. Now the coach gets a truly mold this unique group of players into a cohesive unit while trying to compete for the league title and advance to the Champions League knockout stages for the first time as the man in charge. And a game against a great Betis team that always gives them problems will be the perfect test for the Blaugrana before they start the continental season. The much anticipated signing of João Cancelo finally gives Barcelona hope of a real world-class right-back in their ranks after almost a decade, and the Portugal international made his Barcelona debut 2 weeks ago and played good minutes for his national team during the European qualifiers. So, he will be fit enough to make his first start for the Blaugrana in front of the home crowd. Alejandro Balde was on the bench for most of Spain's 2 matches during the break, which is actually good news for Barcelona as the left-back will have a lot of running to do in Xavi's system and needs very bit of rest he can get. Julius Koundé can finally focus on playing centre-back full-time at club level and has been sensational so far this season, proving he was absolutely right to no longer want a full-back role. The big doubt for Saturday is about Koundé's partner in the middle, with Andres Christensen still dealing with a calf issue that will force the coaching staff to carefully monitor his minutes with a busy stretch of games coming up. Perhaps resting the Dani is the best option this weekend, saving him for the Champions League opener and giving Inigo Martinez the chance to make his first start. The summer signing made a short debut, Camel against Osasuna, but was a full-up participant in training for 2 weeks during the break, and he should be ready to play from the start on Saturday. Ike Gundogan thankfully avoided the injury with Germany in their friendly win against France, but it would still make sense to be very careful with the player who has quickly become a crucial piece of Barcelona's midfield and deserves plenty of attention, especially as Pedri is still recovering from injury. Giving the German for Tuesday is the most sensible option, and with young Fermin Lopez not available due to suspension, Xavi will have no choice but to play with a classic 3-man midfield in this one. Gavi, Aurelio Romeo, and the spectacular Frank de Jong are more than good enough to provide the necessary mix of physicality and creativity in the center of the park. And with 2 attacking fullbacks and an actual front 3, it would be nice to see this specific midfield trio play a different role that suits their games much better. Rafinha played 2 great games for Brazil and should be more confident, and he would have a chance to start, if not for a very late match in Peru on Tuesday and a long flight back home to Barcelona, where he barely trained this week. So it is best to save him for the second half and give him a chance to start in the Champions League. João Felix had a solid debut against Osasuna and scored for Portugal during the break, but he is best suited to a bench role at Barcelona as of now, and the schedule will naturally give him a chance to start soon enough. Possible starting 11: Ter Stegen, Cancelo, Koundé, Inigo, Berade, Gavi, Romeo, De Jong, Yamal, Lewandowski, and Ferrani. 4-3-3.